there you have it, Faris, our very own Willy Wonka of Dubai. But back to the studio here today, where we are focusing on all things homegrown brands. And our co-host today is the Managing Director and CEO of Intercoil International, a Dubai-based family-owned company specializing in the manufacturing and distribution of sleep products across the MENA region. Welcome to the show, Hassan Al-Hazeem. How are you, Hassan? Great to have you here.
Great, thank you for having me.
No, absolutely. Let's dive straight in, because first and foremost, as we are speaking about homegrown, what does a homegrown brand mean to you?
I mean, one of the things I'm most proud of is whenever I meet somebody and they ask me, are you the licensee of Intercoil? So that's an indication that our brand has become internationally known, or the perception that it's an international brand, and we represent that brand in our region. So in my opinion, a homegrown brand is a brand that has built enough equity with the consumers in the market and in terms of credibility that it deserves this label of homegrown brand.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us more about Intercoil. I mean, you have made waves, and it's a family business as well for you. Tell us more about the creation of the company and how you have taken it to
So the company was founded in 1974, so just like 3 years after the UAE was founded, and it was founded by my father. He passed away 20 years ago, and as a one of the first companies in the region in terms of foam manufacturing, and then diversified into mattresses and bedroom furniture and so on. I took over the management of the company in 1999. Although my background was computer science, I did my undergraduate in computer science, and then I worked in banking in Dubai and while I did my MBA, but it was a challenge for me at the age of 25, 26 to join the business. And I was immediately passionate about the business. Again, manufacturing gives you a chance to innovate, to be creative, and to build a brand that you're proud of.
I wanted to ask you, like you said, you were 26 when you took over, and your background had nothing to do with the family business. How did you take on that challenge?
Well, it was a big challenge indeed. So I was hesitant whether should I, quit the banking job and take that leap of faith, as they say. I was the youngest among my brothers, and there was a big age gap between me and my father. So I was a bit worried whether I would be given the liberty to manage the business and to grow it as I see fit. And to my surprise, he allowed me to do whatever I wanted in the first year and a half, and then he later passed away. But it was a challenge, and I thought let me push myself and challenge myself. So I believe I did a good job.
Yes. And you've definitely done a good job, right?
Thank
You've
you.
got the Guinness Book of Records as well. You've achieved something there as well.
Exactly. I mean, the first thing I've done is try to build credibility for the company. So unfortunately at that time it was, so I took over in 1999, and made in UAE was not something heard of. Like, people usually were surprised to know that these products are made in the UAE.
Yeah.
And the credibility of locally made products was low, frankly. So consumers would prefer to buy imported products than to buy locally made products. So I wanted to build the credibility of the company by going first to KPMG to certify our processes, manufacturing processes, ISO 9001 at that time, and other quality certificates. But also at the same time I didn't have much resources in terms of financial resources, so I wanted to build a brand with limited resources. So the thing that made sense is to build the largest mattress in the world, and that did not cost, in terms of the marketing mileage that we got, is nothing, it's huge compared to the spend that we invested in building this product. And I'll never forget Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He came to the site of the event, because it was during the Dubai Shopping Festival, and his main focus, as always, is people. And we had everybody in the company at that time. We were less than 100 people. We had 70, 80 production staff, everybody, and standing around the mattress. And he said, "I see everybody's here, happy. What made you do this?" And I told him that I wanted the people to know internationally that Dubai is not only about re-export and tourism. Dubai is also about manufacturing, and we can achieve Guinness records.
Wow.
And I cherish this photo because he has his arms crossed and looking at me like attentively at the age of 26. It was something that I was really honored and proud of, and I would never forget this few seconds of engaging in this conversation.
Wow, how powerful.
So what's next? Sorry, no, I was just thinking, what's next for Intercoil now? Now you've gone to that level. You've had Sheikh Mohammed be there. like I remember like companies like Nokia, for example, they started off doing Wellington boots and something like that, like different from what they're doing now. You being an entrepreneur and someone who's innovating, what's next, Vince?
So yeah, I've always believed that we have all the competencies and the resources to be a global company. Not only us as Intercoil, but any company in the region here. I mean, I visited factories in the US and Europe, and I'm very confident that we don't miss anything that will allow us to compete globally and internationally. So now we have manufacturing facilities in the UAE and Saudi Arabia, but we have supplied hotels, whether in the Philippines, in London. We supplied Jumeirah Cotton Tower in London, for example, and we proudly supplied Jumeirah Group and Burj Al Arab. So I strongly believe that we have what it takes, as they say, to be a global brand, and from the region and going beyond the region.
So you can go ahead.
Hassan, I wanted to ask you, because it's one thing being a homegrown brand, but then as we just spoke about, being on a global scale and recognized internationally. When you took over the business, I think you've outreached to 23 different countries now, which is phenomenal. For anyone sitting at home who have a homegrown brand themselves, how do they start to strategize towards such big milestones for a business?
Actually, it does take time and effort. I mean, nothing comes easy, as they say. But building the portfolio of the business in terms of quality certification, testing processes, engaging in international business. For example, we took 2 brands, American brands, to represent them for the region. So there are many things that you have to work on, invest in, to build the trust of the consumers and the market. And as I said, it's all about confidence and making sure that you keep persistent, and you'll reach there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Hassan, you're not going to go anywhere, as we're going to continue the episode with you. But next up, we'll be chatting to your favorite chai wallah in Dubai. It's Project Chai Wallah. See you soon.